Hi everybody. Let's do some like really speedy reviews. As you can notice, I have a new sheet behind me. This is just like a bed sheet. This is the last time, or one of the last times, that you might see the sheet because I'm moving at the end of this month. I'm moving in with my boyfriend. We are getting a bigger, brighter apartment where I don't have to rely on artificial light as much. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. But for now, you get the sheet. So let's talk about some products that I liked, that I disliked, some that are just meh, and I'll try to go through them as quickly as possible because as you can see at the top it says speed reviews, so I'll try and stick to like 1 or 2 sentences per product because I have a lot to go through. It's been literally like a year of empty products. So I've separated all of the things into different categories. So I have the things that I love, the things that I absolutely loved using, the things that I liked or were just kind of meh, and then I have the things that I really didn't like. So we'll start with the things that I really loved and go down from there. At the end of last year, so in 2020, end of 2020, I got the pack of, I think four Olaplex products. Yes, so there were 4 different Olaplex products because I wanted to try the lineup. I'd never tried Olaplex before and I was looking for different stuff for my hair to make it look better, more vibrant, floofier, just overall more healthy. So I decided to try Olaplex. I tried the number 3, which I really liked. I ended up repurchasing this as the big bottle and I use it about once a week, and I do really notice a difference when I do use this versus when I don't use this. So yes, this was in A+. It also came with the shampoo, which I repurchased as a smaller, or I guess this is the medium size, and then I ended up purchasing the large one afterwards. I really like this. What's interesting is when I first started to use this, I started losing hair a lot less. So like my hair wouldn't fall out nearly as much in the shower, but now for some reason it started falling out again. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing. Like I don't know if in the winter I just don't shed as much, which would make sense. But yeah, I still really love the shampoo. The smell is amazing. I really love how all of the smells of these products like work together. And it just essentially just makes my hair a lot stronger. I notice a difference when I shampoo with this versus when I shampoo with other things. And I'll get into that in a second. But yes, I really just love how the shampoo works. I love the smell of it. It's very hydrating. It's just really nice. In the same vein, the conditioner is also quite lovely. I also ended up repurchasing the conditioner. It smells, again, really beautiful, and it works really well. It hydrates my hair, but doesn't like over-hydrate it. It doesn't make it look like a greasy ball of grease. Yeah, overall, I just really love the conditioner along with the shampoo. Really good. I think that was it for hair care in the I loved it category, so let's go into skincare now. Can you tell I love this? I bought 3 of them. I've been through 3 of these since like last year summer or fall. Whenever I decided to start a skincare routine, I believe it was almost a year ago. But this is the Ordinary Buffet Serum. I've discovered since like a year ago that my skin absolutely loves peptides. My skin loves peptides. This is my ride or die product. I cannot be without this serum. It just works so well. I literally noticed an overnight difference as soon as I started using this. So I cannot be without this Ordinary Buffet Serum. I absolutely love it. Been through 3 of them. I'm on my 4th one now. In the same vein, I also really enjoy the Inky List Vitamin C Serum. As you can tell, I have 2 of them here. I like to mix this with my cream in the morning before I put my sunscreen on. I just find it's a really nice product and it mixes incredibly well with my lotion in the morning, and it doesn't do what other vitamin C serums have done in the past, which is pill like crazy. It just works really well with other products when I mix them. So yeah, for that reason, I love this, and it just makes my skin overall brighter and nicer, and yeah, really nice. I have a moisturizer here. This is the Rovectin Clean Lotus Blossom Lotus Water Cream. It's a Korean cream. It's a Korean company. I bought this off of, I don't remember the website, but I'll link it down below where you can get this. I loved it. It's fragrance free. I love the consistency of this. It lasted quite a long time, and I love that it comes with stickers. It comes with a sheet of stickers that you can put all over the little tube and wherever you want to put them. So all in all, A+ to the Rovectin Lotus Water Cream. I would repurchase this. I just wish that it was more easily accessible because I find that A, I have to pay customs for this, and 2, A and B, I have to wait a while for this to actually arrive. So I really wish that there were more K-beauty brands at Sephora. Another K-beauty brand, I bought this in the same order as the Rovectin cream. It is the I'm From Rice toner. I would absolutely repurchase this. I loved it so much. It's like a milky consistency. And it's just really nice on the skin. My skin absolutely loved it. There's a lot of like proven benefits of the rice starch in skincare, and I definitely noticed it with this. Like my skin started to freak out a little bit when I changed from this to the new First Aid Beauty one that I'm trying out right now. So after I'm done that, I may switch back to this one or another one that I'm about to show you. And that's the Fenty Skin Fat Water. I loved this. This was the first like toner that I used after I switched from the Thayer's one, which I learned was not a great toner to be using in the first place. So I switched to this one, which also has witch hazel in it, but also has a lot of other hydrating ingredients. And I really thoroughly enjoyed the Fat Water. Like it lasted so long, like of the toners that I've tried so far. So this being the first one, the I'm From one, and then now the First Aid Beauty one, this one has lasted so freaking long. I bought this, I think in October or November or earlier than that, maybe September, I don't quite remember, but like in the fall of last year, and I didn't finish it until probably like February. It lasted such a freaking long time. If I decide not to go with the rice toner one, like if I don't have a large enough order to make from this Korean website that I buy my K-beauty products from, I may end up repurchasing this because I just absolutely loved the consistency. It worked really well on my skin. This is probably my favorite of all of the Fenty skin products that I tried, because I tried all three when they came out. This one was my favorite. Another thing that I absolutely loved, the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist setting spray. The thing about this, it's not actually setting spray. Like this did not make my makeup stay on any longer or shorter than whatever other setting spray, but it's still a really nice just mist on your face. Like it gives you a really beautiful glow on your skin after you've put like foundation and other makeup on. The smell, it smells like a garden. It literally smells like a garden. I absolutely love spraying this. It's so refreshing and nice. I love the mister. Like 1000% I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. Like it's so good. It's so nice, and it smells like flowers. Another setting mist that I tried is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist. This is also super nice. This was very refreshing. It doesn't market it itself as a setting spray. It's literally just a face mist for hydration, but I would often put this on after I would finish my makeup, and it worked really well. It didn't like take my makeup off or make it smudge in any way. It just worked as like a setting spray the way I would expect a setting spray to work. Yeah, I just really liked this. It smells amazing. I love the smell of watermelon. Like I literally just wanted to open this and drink it because it smells so freaking good. I'm not quite done it yet. There's still like a teeny tiny little bit at the bottom, but I thought I would include it in this category just because I'm almost done and I don't want it to like with just this little bit left to go into the next empties like next year or something. A+, 10 out of 10. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I think out of those two though, the one that I would repurchase is the Rare Beauty one over the Glow Recipe one. We're down to the last few things in my I loved it category. This is another K-beauty product. This is like the last thing in my trio of K-beauty products that I bought from this one K-beauty website. This is the Dear Claire's Soft Airy Essence UV Essence Everyday Sun Protector with a SPF of 50 plus PA+++++. That's a mouthful, but it's a sunscreen that I really like. The consistency is really beautiful. It goes on the skin very nicely. It's a K-beauty sunscreen, so it's like, in my opinion, like a bit of a step up. Even though they had a controversy with this particular sunscreen earlier this year, I really hope that they can settle that so that I may purchase this again, because I really enjoyed it. And as bad as it is to say, I don't want to buy North American sunscreens anymore. We're like a step behind the rest of the world. In the back of my mind, I have this like ongoing conspiracy theory where it's basically like the American companies just basically set up this whole controversy and set up the data that said like, oh, these K-beauty sunscreens are not like effective. Like in my head, I'm just convinced that this is the case because the American sunscreen companies just realized that people were starting to buy K-beauty sunscreen and they didn't want that, so they like made up this whole like data to insinuate that K-beauty sunscreen is not as good as North American sunscreen. So yes, I've just convinced myself of this. I know it's probably not true, and I like laugh about it whenever I think about this whole conspiracy that I've come up with in my head, but like it feels like something they would do. Like in a capitalist society, it makes sense. Like, it's something that if you heard about that, if you heard that that was the case and that was true, you wouldn't really be surprised, you know? Like, I know it's probably not true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Anyway, long story short, I love that sunscreen. We have this Niacinamide Serum from the Inky list. I love this. I absolutely adore this. This, on top of the Buffet Serum from the Ordinary, are the two things that have made like the biggest difference in my skincare routine. Like when I switched from the one I had before to this new and improved one with a bunch of serums and things to target the problems that I've been having with my skin. And this is just like a life-saving product. I absolutely love this one. The first niacinamide product that I tried is the one from the Ordinary, and I'm going to talk about that a little later. But this one I love because it works so well with all of my other products. Like, there's no pilling involved. There's nothing to worry about with regards to like bad reactions. It just works really, really well all around. I just wish it came in a larger size because I have to repurchase this quite often. And I'm not a fan of that. I just, yeah, I really wish that this came in a like, even like 50 milliliters, because this is 30. I just want it to be a bigger size. Please, Inky list, give me a bigger size of this. Bigger size. Last two products. One, oh, I missed the hair care product. Yes, so one of the last two products is the hair care product. This is the Moroccan oil hair treatment. I really liked this. I got this in like the little birthday pack that came at Sephora back in February when it was my birthday. Go figure. I really loved what this did to my hair. It made it so soft during the day, like softer than it's ever been. And when I ran out, I did not repurchase it, even though I really want to, just because it's expensive. It's really expensive. And on top of all the other hair care products I'm using right now, I don't know if I want to make that much of an investment in my hair because it's fine without it. It's just not as soft. And what I was surprised with, because I was very apprehensive when I tried this, is I didn't know if it was going to make my hair greasier than it usually is, but it didn't. Like, it worked really, really well, and my hair just like soaked it up. Like, you couldn't even tell I had oil in my hair, but it was so soft and so healthy and nice. So like, I'm really tempted to repurchase this just because I loved it that much. It's just expensive. And the last one in the I loved it category, this is the Seoul de Janeiro lip butter whatever in the shade Keep It Rio, even though like it doesn't have a color to it. There's absolutely no color to it. It smells so good. It smells like some kind of a pastry or a cake. This is the best smelling lip balm I've ever tried. I freaking love it. It's so good. I could eat this. Like, every time I used it, I just like wanted to eat it, expecting it to taste sweet. Like, I would lick my lips and be like, where's the cake? Where's the cake? If I could repurchase this, I would, but unfortunately, the only option for me is to purchase this from the Seoul de Janeiro website, and I don't want to have to pay more shipping than the product is worth. And I don't have any other things that I would buy in a bundle, so I'm not going to purchase off of Seoul de Janeiro's website just for a small lip balm like this. There's just no point. And they don't sell this at Sephora, so I don't know why, but they do not. This is the one and only Seoul de Janeiro lip balm that I will have. But it's great. If you have access to Seoul de Janeiro's lip balms, like that one specifically, get it. Like, just buy it outright. Second category, we have the meh and the things that I just liked. It's kind of like all in one. I felt meh about it, and I did like it, but it's just meh. It's not my favorite. This one is another Seoul de Janeiro product. I finally gave in and tried the Boom Boom Cream. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. I don't like the price. I don't think it's worth the price because it's just a cream. It's not revolutionary. It didn't make my butt look any different. It's just a cream, a very nice smelling cream, and it makes my skin feel amazing, but it's too expensive for what it is. And there are other creams that do similar, if not better jobs for a lesser price. For that reason, this is just in the meh category because I loved it. I just don't think it's worth the money. Also, the fragrance is so strong that literally you cannot wear perfume with it. Although they do make a fragrance-free version now, which is really cool. Another cream that I tried is this Peptide Moisturizer from the Inky list. This one, like, the only reason that it's in the meh category is because it just, I don't have strong feelings about it negatively or positively. Like, it's peptide cream, so my skin really loves peptides, but because I already have the buffet cream, or the buffet serum, I don't think this is absolutely necessary in my routine because it's just like an overload of peptides, even though like I haven't had negative adverse effects because I use them together, but it's just like a cream, and I really like fragrance in my products, and this one is unfortunately not fragrance, so it's just meh. I have repurchased this. Like, I'll probably continue to repurchase it because it's cheap and my skin seems to really enjoy it. I also really like the applicator. It's very easy because like the way that it is, you press this button and the cream comes out of that little hole, but it's like one of those pressure things on the inside. So it goes all the way to the top, and when you're done, it's just like a clean inside of this container and you can recycle it, which is super, super cool. Like I really appreciate the packaging. If it was based on the packaging alone, I would put this into the I love this the most because I just really, really enjoy this packaging. It's very easy to use and easy to recycle and clean. I love it. But just because it's just kind of meh as a product itself, like I don't have very strong feelings about it, positively or negatively. Just kind of in the middle. This is one I got from a BoxyCharm. This is a eye cream. It's a brightening vitamin C eye cream from Pharmacy. It's from Pharmacy, the cherry one. Acerola cherry? Acerola? I think I talked about that in that BoxyCharm video too. I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's a unnecessary eye cream because I don't think eye creams are very necessary. I wouldn't repurchase this just because I don't need an eye cream. I literally just use my regular vitamin C serum mixed with my moisturizer in the morning just around my eyes. Like, you literally don't need a specific eye cream. You don't. And the only reason I had this was from BoxyCharm, and I've used it up and it was okay. It was nice. It was nice. I would not repurchase. So 2 of the sunscreen, the other sunscreens other than the ones that I loved from that K-Beauty brand from Dear Claire's, the other 2 were just kind of meh for me. So the first one that I tried, and please don't come for me because I know this is a lot of people's favorite, is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Excuse me. It's the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I liked this, but I didn't love it. I'm not quite done with it yet. There's still some at the bottom. I'm still using this, but it's, again, like the other thing, it's so low to the bottom that I might as well include this in the empties. It's okay. It's nice. I like that it's 40 FPS. FPS? That's the French. SPF. I'm like, FPS, 40 FPS frames per second? No, 40 SPF. I like that it's 40 SPF. I like that it works as a very nice primer underneath makeup. I don't like kind of the slick, oily texture it leaves on my skin after I put it on, and the smell is kind of weird. So for those reasons, it's just meh. Yeah, I don't like the smell. I don't like the kind of oily film it leaves on my skin after I use it. The first time I used this, it was just kind of, ugh, this is weird. I don't know how to feel. And then I just kind of got used to it. So that's how I feel about that. The second sunscreen that I used, and I actually really enjoyed this, but the fragrance is just a little bit too strong. And that's the Fenty Skin sunscreen. I also don't like that it's only SPF 30. I really wish it was SPF 40 or 50, but otherwise it's a really nice product. It's just a sunscreen. I wish it was bigger. Like this, out of all of the sunscreens that I've tried, this one I found like depleted, like you used up a lot faster than the others. I love the packaging. I do really enjoy the packaging, with the exception of the pump, because with a pump like this, it's a little bit difficult to control how much you get out of this pump. But I love that it comes apart, and I like that you can keep the plastic packaging over top, and then you can recycle this, although I don't know how it works with cleaning out the inside, because I know they say, oh, you can recycle this, but I don't understand how to take off the top bit and recycle it. But I like that they give me the option. I just wish they were a bit clearer about how to clean this and actually recycle it properly. But I'm going to keep this in case I do repurchase this one day. I just think it's a little bit too expensive for what it actually is. It's only 50 milliliters. How much is the Supergoop one? It's also 50 milliliters. I don't know why then I feel like this one, I used it up a lot quicker than the other sunscreens that I've used. It smells nice, but the fragrance is just like a little bit too strong than I would like. Like if it was a bit more of a subtle scent, it would have been better in my opinion. Just because the other products that I use tend to be fragrance. Maybe I would feel differently now because I've switched to some more fragrance-free products. But yeah, this is okay. This one is okay. Would I repurchase it? Probably. I would think about it. Okay, so the other Fenty Skin product that I tried, this is the Fenty Skin Total Cleanser. This one was another one that was just okay. Like I could take it or leave it. It's not my favorite. It's just a really nice, I used it as a second cleanser. So I went in with like an oil or a balm to take off my makeup. And then I went in afterwards with this one to clean off the rest of my face. It worked really nice as a second cleanser, but that was kind of about it. Like there isn't anything super special about this that I noticed. Yeah, it's an okay cleanser. It's nice, it's fragranced, so there's no fragrance-free option. which is fine for me. I like my stuff fragranced. It's good. The size is nice. Like, I found that I went through this very slowly. This lasted a very, very long time. So I'm happy with that, and I would repurchase it just for that. Although I think with all of these Fenty skin products, I would repurchase all of them, but as a pack. The only one that I would repurchase just on its own is the Fat Water. The other ones, like if it came in a pack and I bought all 3 for a discounted price, then yes, I would repurchase them. But I could take or leave this one. I have two moisturizers that I want to talk about. This one is the Pacifica Dreamy Youth. I got this because on the internet it said that this is a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and I was kind of obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury products at that time. This was before it came out that they weren't cruelty-free anymore. And I liked this. This was nice. I wouldn't repurchase it, but it's nice. Like, I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I don't really have anything positive to say about it. It was just a moisturizer. It worked well. I didn't notice any difference between this and the other moisturizers that I've used in the past. It was just a cream. It hydrated well. I liked the consistency. It worked really well with all of my other products. There was no pilling, no problems with anything like that. So yeah, it's a good cream. It's a good cream, inexpensive, cruelty-free. I think they're vegan as well. Yes, 100% vegan and cruelty-free. So this is a really good cream if you're having a hard time finding moisturizers in the drugstore that are cruelty-free and vegan. So would recommend. Not my favorite, but I would recommend it. This one I liked, but I wish it was just a little bit more hydrating. Like, I wish that they'd taken it like a step above in the hydration department. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Pink Juice Moisturizer. I really like this. Like, I love the smell. I love the smell of watermelon, as I mentioned before. The glass bottle is so pretty. I really like it. I just think it's a little bit too expensive for how much you get and for what it does. I would recommend this for like people who have more oily skin. Like, I have combination dry, like my cheeks and stuff are very dry and the rest of my face gets kind of like normal. I wish this was a little bit more thicker in consistency and more hydrating, but for the most part it did really work and I loved the smell. So would I repurchase this? Yeah, I would. I just wish it was a little more hydrating. Ugh. We're getting through this. Another lip balm. This is the Burt's Bees Peppermint Beeswax lip balm. It's okay. It's fine. It feels like a bit of a film on the lips that is not like my favorite feeling, but it's okay. Like, it works as a lip balm. I think I got this in a stocking one year, and clearly I liked it because I used it all, and I very rarely use like the entirety of a lip balm. It smells nice. Oh, that was one thing I actually really enjoyed about this. Because of the mint in it, it made my lips tingle, and I really like that sensation. So I really liked it for this reason, but otherwise it was just kind of a meh. I could take it or leave it. More skincare. Okay, so there's a few serums that I tried in the meh category. Most of them are versions of serums that I had tried before that I included in the I loved it category, just because in this brand I didn't particularly enjoy how they worked. And one of those is the Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc serum. It was good. It was really good, but for some reason the combination of this with the other Ordinary serum, and then if I tried to use other products like a BHA or a retinol on top, it would pill like crazy. Like, literally it just got rid of everything that I had put underneath. And I don't know why. I like really don't know why that happened with the Ordinary, but it doesn't happen with the Inky List products. Like, the Inky List products just like blend into and meld into the other products and work together like a lot better than these ones do, just because I saw a lot of pilling. A lot of pilling with this. So for that reason I switched to the Inky List one. But the one benefit that this one has going for it is that it comes in a bigger bottle. It comes in a bigger bottle. Like, please, I want a bigger bottle, Inky List. Give me a bigger bottle in your niacinamide serum. But otherwise, that one is a lot better than this in regards to how it works with all of the other products in my skincare routine. It worked really well. Like, I noticed a difference in my skin. Like, the product is good, but it just reacts weirdly to the other things in my routine. Okay, so I tried another niacinamide product, and please don't come for me because this was really popular on TikTok for a while, and I don't know if it still is. I haven't been on TikTok in a bit. But it's the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops. I put this in the meh category because, like the other Glow Recipe Watermelon stuff, I really like the color. I really like the smell. Watermelon is great. I liked the dewiness that it brought to my skin, but it wasn't like crazy good. Like $45 for a niacinamide serum is just, why? Why would you pay $45 for a niacinamide serum when you can pay $8 for a niacinamide serum? Because like really the glow that you get from this, you can get with a million other different products. Like you don't need this. Like I can see the appeal because it's like a 2-in-1 product, but my issue a lot of the time that I had with this is it required too much planning because I wanted to keep the dewiness that it gave to my skin, but I had to like worry too much about like, oh, what am I putting on top of it? Is it gonna take away the glow? Because a lot of the time if you're using powders or anything, it's gonna take that glow away. So what's the point of paying that much for a product that you're just like hiding away under your makeup? I've tried to use it with foundation and it did work. Like if you mix it in with foundation, it does give your skin a bit of a glow, but I just usually mix in like a liquid highlighter anyway and it does the same thing. I recently picked up the Super Goop Glow Screen, so I'm gonna try that instead of this and just go back to my regular niacinamide drops. Also within the realm of my skincare routine, niacinamide for some reason works a lot better for me in the evening. Like I notice a bigger difference when I use niacinamide in the evening versus when I use it during the day. When I switched to this one, I noticed like a quality drop in my skin almost. Like it wasn't as good as it usually was. So I'm probably not going to repurchase this. I just really don't see the point in paying $45 for a niacinamide serum. As nice as it might be, I just really don't. This is another one that's not quite done yet, so I'm just looking to use it up and then say goodbye to it. Okay, we have 2 other Ordinary products here. This one is the first vitamin C serum that I tried. This is the Vitamin C Suspension 30% in silicone. It's okay. It's okay. I had the same issue with this that I had with the niacinamide serum from The Ordinary in that it just doesn't work very well with the rest of my skincare products. It pills a lot and I'm just not a fan. Like I'm a fan, but I'm not a fan. Like I would repurchase this if it was the only thing that I could, but if I had to choose between this and the Inky List one, I like the Inky List one a lot more. It's just okay. It's just okay. It's a kind of a weird texture. It's not my favorite, but it worked for the time being that I had it. I just don't like working around products that pill a lot, like because you can make them work, like you can make them work without pilling, but it just takes that extra effort and that extra planning in your skincare routine to make them work, and I just don't have the effort or energy for that. So yeah, no, this one is a no. It's on the lower end of meh. This one I liked. It's just kind of, I don't know if it did anything. This is the caffeine serum from The Ordinary, the caffeine solution 5%. It was okay. Like I use it on my eyes every single day, morning and night, and I just don't know if it did anything. Like since I stopped using it, I haven't noticed a difference. So yeah, I just don't know about this one. It was nice to put on and it worked when I put it on. Like there was no adverse effects. It's just, I don't know if it did anything. I have 2 hair products in the meh category. The one is the Olaplex Bond Smoothing Leave-In Styling Cream. This one flattened my hair quite a bit and I don't like that. It worked well, like it hydrated my hair, but I don't know if that was the Moroccan oil hair treatment, because I've noticed a difference since using that, and then I only used this for a while and there was a difference. Like I didn't like it as much. So yeah, this one I would not repurchase. It was the only thing in the pack of Olaplex products that I didn't really like that much, so I'm not gonna repurchase it. Yeah, it just dried out my hair a little bit more than I would have liked. So, but it was okay. Like it worked for the time being. Lower end of meh, underwhelming, but still okay. This one I liked, but again, I didn't really enjoy that it made my hair look a little drier than my usual hair routine with Olaplex does. That's the Function of Beauty shampoo. Yes, I gave in. I wanted to try it. I was curious, so I got it. I still have some of the conditioner left because I go through shampoo so much quicker than I go through conditioner. It's okay. It's just okay. I don't really have an opinion about it. It's just shampoo. I didn't notice a big difference in my hair. Actually, like between this and Olaplex, this one flattened my hair a lot more. It was harder to get this like wavy curl that is happening now. Like it just flattened it out. I just didn't really enjoy how my hair sat while using this. Although while I was using this, I noticed that my hair was falling out a lot less as well. Like again, I don't know if that's attributed to the winter time, whether I just shed less in the winter or whether it's this. I may end up purchasing another one just to see. I don't know yet. I really just don't know. But for now, it's just meh. It's just okay. It's okay. I like the price of this more than I like the price of the Olaplex. It's just okay. It's okay. The last thing in the kind of meh product is just like a part of my routine, my makeup routine that I'm just always kind of meh about. I don't really feel any which way about it, is my eyebrows. And I got and finished this NYX eyebrow liner, eyebrow pencil, that's what it is, a microbrow pencil. It's the one that comes with the microbrow on the one side and then the little brush on the other side. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this. No, that's not true. I did repurchase it once, but once I'm done the one I'm currently working on, I don't know if I'll repurchase it, just because I don't really feel like I need to use like a tiny plastic thing like one of these, and also because you go through brow products so much faster than all your other makeup products. I just don't feel comfortable going through one of these plastic things like so often and then rebuying it so often, so I might just go back to what I was doing before, which is putting on just eyeshadow on my eyebrows to fill them in a little bit, and then go in with like a brow cream or something, even a soap afterwards. So yeah, meh. It's good, but it's not great. It's eyebrows. I don't feel any which way about eyebrows. We're done with the mehs. Now we move on to the last category, and these are the things that I really didn't like. These are the things that I really didn't like. And the first one's from Seoul de Janeiro, so let's just go into it. It's the Coco Cabana cream. So within the little birthday package that I got over the fall, because apparently I missed last year's birthday, they gave me this Seoul de Janeiro package with the orange one, the Boom Boom cream, and the Coco Cabana cream. This one is a lot lighter, a lot airier. The smell is different. I don't like the smell of this one very much. I don't like the consistency of this one very much. It feels like a weird film on the skin, and it stays there. Like it doesn't absorb into the skin. It just feels like a film that stays on your skin, and I don't like that at all. I really hate it. I used it up just for the sake of using it up, but I just, no. Big no to this one. And I usually really like coconut scents, but for some reason that one just smelled like friggin' medicine or something. I have this conditioner. I used to really love this conditioner, but I don't anymore. It's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I want. It's the Happy Joy conditioner from Lush. It's light, it's creamy, but it just doesn't do much to my hair. It doesn't hydrate. It just leaves it feeling a whole lot of meh. So I really just didn't like this anymore by the time I was done with it. Oh, and these are the two things that I absolutely hated. The one I've had for a long time. This is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy primer. This is so mattifying. This is just so freaking mattifying. Any kind of like glow or shine to your face, this is just like, nope, you're not gonna have that. And I really just don't like it. I love the smell of this. This is the one thing I'll say for it, is I love the smell so much. I think there's still a little bit in there, but yeah, I finished this and I'm not gonna repurchase this because I'm really not about that mattifying life anymore. Just not, really don't like this. The smell is the only good thing about it. I mean, I guess it would work if you have really oily skin, but I don't, so I don't like it. Oh, and this is the thing I hated the most. I hated everything about this. This is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony. Normally, I really like dual products because it's just one less product that I have to buy, and then this is a pencil, or I don't know if it's a pencil, but it's like, it's a eyebrow filler inner and a gel all in one. But the problem is that the gel is like, after a bit, just gets really stringy. Like, it's super freaking stringy. Like, it's sticky. Like, when I would go for it, there would be like lines of like stringiness that would get stuck. You can see it in my previous videos. Like, see? A second. Yeah, if I put it against the side, do you see how stringy that is? Like, it just has a sticky, stringy quality to it that I just hated. I hated using the gel so much. The brow definer, that's what it is, yeah, the brow definer was fine. It was just a little bit too much, too thick for what I like to go for, because my brows are already pretty thick. They just need some like minor filling in, which was a bit too much that this gave me. Like, this was just a bit too strong for my liking. So I hated the brow gel. I was okay about the brow definer, but overall it doesn't even really cancel out because I didn't like this. I did not like this at all. Excuse me, stop. Please leave, go help people. Okay, bye. We're done. Didn't like it. Are you coming back? Are they gone? No, they're not. Like it fades and then it starts up again. So that was basically it for all of the empties that I've had over the course of this past year. I know it was a lot and I tried to go as quickly as I could. I know I said I would only stick to like 1 or 2 sentences per product, but I think I kind of went over that for some of them, which is fine. Like, I hope you like talky reviews, quote unquote speed reviews. If there's any of these products that you really liked or you really disliked, I would love to hear about your experiences with them, if they differed at all from mine or whether they were the same as mine. I just want to feel vindicated. So please share those with me in the comments. I really appreciate you spending the time with me today. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video and you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button down below. Or no, it's on this side. Yeah, it's on this side. The subscribe button is there. And if you liked this video in particular, the like button is right there. Once again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.